Good morning, folks. You're tuned into Car Connection, where the coffee's strong, the stories are real, and the wrenches, they never stop turning. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you from the Car Connection workshop, where the smell of fresh oil and a little elbow grease is all part of a balanced breakfast. Around here, we don't just talk cars, we live them. Whether it's a 25-year-old Jeep Wrangler getting a second chance at life, or a Nissan Rogue getting its brakes back in order, or a mystery leak that's got everyone scratching their heads. This is where we roll up our sleeves and get it done with a little wit, a little wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. The Car Connection workshop isn't just about nuts, bolts, and diagnostics. It's about connection. Connection to our vehicles, to the people who drive them, and to the community that keeps Niagara rolling. Because when you fix a car, you're not just turning a wrench. You're restoring someone's confidence, freedom, and maybe even their sanity. We're here every week for you for our Motormouth 8 a.m. morning drive, Monday through Saturday, helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, and ready for whatever road lies ahead. So whether you're a weekend wrencher, a daily commuter, or someone who just wants to understand what that strange rattle really means, welcome aboard and stick around for shop talk, expert advice, a few good laughs, and maybe a story or two. So let's shift gears this morning. I have a lot of information to share with you. We're going to continue on our fuel series for a little bit because it is going to eventually tie in just right with the fuel savings 30-day challenge back to back, and how that can put minimum $100 a month back in your wallet per vehicle, per household. I think my muffins are ready. I think that's what that is. Yeah, muffins are ready. Well, I'm a little tied up right now, so they're just going to have to wait. That's all I can tell you. They're going to have to wait. So let's jump in. So put that on your calendar, the 30-day fuel savings challenge, 30 days back to back, and you'll have homework that you have to do, but I will be your coach and your cheerleader. But if at very minimum, per vehicle in your home, you could put $100 back in your wallet, would that be of interest to you? So in other words, that would be $1,200 a year getting a raise, perhaps, maybe. Maybe your boss going to call you out and go, I've been keeping an eye on you. Like, you are a valuable team player. So because of that, I'm giving you a $1,200 a year raise, $100 a month. Would that get you excited? Well, I'll tell you what, if I lost $20 in the driveway, I would trip you getting there to find it. Absolutely. So welcome aboard this morning. If you're driving, thank you for letting me into your space. If you're just heading through the drive-through, well, we have a routine here in the Car Connection workshop. We can't fit you all in, but we could have a few laughs, certainly trying, that's for sure. We raise our favorite morning beverage, we count it down 3, 2, 1, and we share a swiggy together from your own cup, of course. You got your Car Connection limited edition coffee mug yet? No? You might want to find out how you can do that. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. It's a little extra something in there. I got a floaty. What the heck? Well, it's a coffee that you can also eat at the same time, perhaps. I shouldn't announce that too loud, should I? Everybody's going to want a floaty in their coffee. All right, this morning, top 5 myths, not myths, top 5 myths about fuel economy costing drivers money. I'm trying to line you up for the springtime because winter, well, you'll hear me talk about that. In winter, it's tough to get fuel economy, but there still is hope. And if you listen up, babies, you will pull some back. You'll claw some fuel economy back. but it's entirely upon yourself. The car, whatever vehicle it is you're driving, can't do it on its own. It's driver responsibility. So if putting more money back in your wallet is of interest, and you want to save money on your vehicle repairs and maintenance, then guess what? You're on the right podcast and the right network, Car Connection Network. We have our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. We have a wonderful business profile there that the host of that website happens to be my videographer. Thank you very much. Yeah, put us up a great profile page there, and that's where she puts bloopers, outtakes, reels on Instagram and on Facebook, little short videos you won't find or see anywhere else. That's where you'll find the iHeart link as well. Just click on there, take you right in. Remember that we are on all podcasting platforms, so wherever you pull your podcast from, type in the search bar, Car Connection Workshop, you'll find us. We're on all the majors, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and of course iHeart, Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. for the morning Motormouth Drive. Motormouth Morning, never mind. Let's just press on. So if you're just scooting through the drive-through, double check your order, lock it down in your cup holder, keep an eye on the other guy, and at least one eye on the road for sure, as we get driving this morning. How many out there getting involved in some of those whiteouts? Aren't they lovely? Yes, I was on the road yesterday. It was a very long day, 18 hours from Fort Erie to London, downtown London, Ontario, and all the way back. Yeah, I think my butt should arrive soon by 10 o'clock this morning. I think should hear a little tapping on the door. Yeah, I had a little bum-itis by the time I got back. The weather was great going up, a little blowing and drifting on the way back, but still clear skies. But you know what? Lots of traffic. Man, I don't know how people do that. I don't know how you guys do that every day, but I say that, and I did it every day when I was commuting into downtown Toronto, Queensway and Kipling area. I was working for Mack Trucks of Canada towards my 310T truck and coach diesel license. So I had to leave the automotive world, light truck and passenger vehicles, and work 1,670 man hours on trucks, heavy duty trucks, motor coaches, all that gear in order to be able to write my diesel endorsement for diesels, big riggers, 18-wheelers. So I do. I have my diesel, my 310T with a diesel endorsement. So, yeah, lots of trucks on the highway yesterday. Even though I was in the 07 FJ Cruiser, I felt like an ant a lot of the times. These trucks come up beside you. And, I stay in the outside lane. I'm cool with driving just a tad over the speed limit. Yep, I am that fella. But I say all that to say this. And you can do the math. So for all you human abacuses out there, here I give you some homework. Okay, I left from Fort Erie, went all the way to Wellington Street in London, Ontario, Canada, and back same day. I know. Imagine if that was horse and buggy. I don't think it'd be the same day. I'm going to say no. Driving a 401 westbound. The wind was really, really strong. We had a very hard headwind. So I used more fuel going than returning with a tailwind, which was really good. I used half the amount returning back to Fort Erie than driving into the headwind. But still, I did that whole trip in an 07 four-wheel drive. Yes, it's four-wheel drive, not two-wheel drive. I did only have it in two-wheel drive high. So, yeah, there isn't two-wheel drive low. So I'm just messing with you. On 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So it cost $80 to fill it. You do the math. 3/4 of a tank got me all the way there and all the way back. And I have a quarter, just a little over a quarter tank remaining. So you do the math. Is it worth? Here's your question. Here's the big question, Jerry. Yeah, you remember that episode? Yeah, the show about nothing. Yeah, the big salad. I think that's one of my top favorites. Yeah. Anyhow, do the math on that and calculate that out, and you should be able to go, wow, that thing gets amazing fuel economy. How does he do it? That's what I'm going to help you with. Because the way I see you guys and gals driving out there, every time you fly past me dodging in and out of traffic, here's what I hear. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You're costing yourselves so much money. I can't believe it. You say, well, Motormouth, you're a mechanic. You can fix your car yourself. Yeah, I can't fix that. No, I can't. I can make suggestions. So that's what we're going to jump into today. Top 5 myths about fuel economy. Costing drivers, that's you. Yeah, if you're driving well over the suggested speed limit, man, you know what? You got to sit down with a certified financial planning professional and take a look at how hard you're working for your money and how you're just throwing it away. Buckets full of cash. Buckets. Kid you not. So we're going to spend some time and unpack a lot of these things over the next couple of months, because you can put so much money back in your wallet. It's pathetic. And it's only by having some discipline. Just remember, where there's no discipline, there's chaos. Hello. That's where we are, right? No discipline, we live in chaos. Ding, ding, ding. I'll just give you a few clues. I've got several topics written down for to help you. But if there's something that you don't hear or you would like me to talk about, I have 4 decades plus in the service and repair industry, light truck and passenger, all the way up, as I just talked about, my 310T. In fact, I saw a big sign on the highway up there, because that's where the big Peterbilt of Ontario, that's Mothership. I used to work for Peterbilt Hamilton till it closed. Yeah, the Mothership is up there, and some other trucking companies as well. Big sign, hiring 310T technicians. That's a clue for all of us that, the kids are not getting into the trades, and the trades are fading. And by 2028, there is already a serious issue with a North America-wide technicians, automotive and truck technicians. They're not there. The fellers are retiring out. They've had enough, and there's no foot soldiers coming in. And an article I just recently read, and then I'll get on track here, is, and it's serious, and I'll keep you up to date on it, that we could be facing car down for up to 6 months. Did that make you skid off the road and spill your beverage this morning? That's serious. Serious as a heart attack, folks. The trades are dying in the automotive trade, period. Automotive service technician trade is fading off. There's no foot soldiers coming in behind the fellers and fellettes that are, they're getting up there and they want to get out. The average lifespan for an automotive service tech, ready? Age 38. If they've been in it for a while, they're done by about age 35, 38. Their body's had enough. It's not easy, crawling around and fixing stuff. Not everybody can work from a laptop and be a diagnostician, service tech. That's not true. Not everybody can do that. Depends on the field you want to go into. If you want to do diagnostics I'll tell you, those techs right now, invaluable. You could name your price. That sign I saw for 310T, if I pulled off and went in there and showed them my license, they go, when can you start? And they'd say, how much do you want? And when can you start? They're desperate. So by 2028, because of the reduction in automotive service techs entering the field, the classrooms are puny now, and there's not enough techs versus the number of vehicles on the road. The average Joe could be facing 6 months to get your car back when it's broken. Think about that one, ladies and gents. And for all you young'uns out there, not all of you can wear white gloves and mess with computers or work on AI. AI is taking a ton of jobs away. I call that a paradigm shift. Just like when we went from LPs to cassettes, or should I say 8 tracks to cassettes, LPs to MP3s and CDs. Those are all paradigm shifts. What happened to all those people in that manufacturing? Where did they go? Well, that's the way the world runs. So now, where do we go if we don't have enough service techs to service the number of vehicles on the road? I don't know. I'll keep you as it continues to grow, and it is a major conversation right now, major conversation. So make sure you take coffee and donuts or whatever the technician's favorite snack is, because you may need them to do some work for you on the side when they say, you know what, today's my last day in the shop. Yeah, you might want to find their address, become friends, if you know what I mean. Friends. Absolutely. Car Connection brought to you by City Auto Sales and Leasing, providing low mileage, top quality pre-owned vehicles at fair prices. They have in-house leasing and financing available as well. They have earned the title in 25 plus years to be Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. Check in with Earl and Louise Grant. They're car guys, and I'll tell you, Earl knows how to pick them, and they have 20 plus years of resources. So if they don't have the vehicle you're looking for inside the building or on the lot, let them know what you're looking for and let them do the legwork, because I'll tell you, Earl will pick you a good one. Let me tell you that. So when you purchase a vehicle at City Auto Sales and Leasing, here's what's going to happen. You'll be able to buy with confidence, knowing that you didn't get somebody else's junk ride, and you'll be treated with nothing less than honesty and integrity. All our program partners and sponsors are on the homepage of our website, because everything we talk about lives on our website. It's the biggest drawer in our toolbox to help you connect with business owners that we've known for many years, a part of 31 years on radio, and this is our first year podcasting, and I'm enjoying it so much more. There's more freedoms, and I'm reaching a lot more people, which is what I've always wanted to be able to do, is reach people north, south, east, and west. So although our program partners and sponsors may not be in your own backyard, but the information you're receiving is, and it can help anyone anywhere on the planet if you drive, own, and operate an automobile. So check in with City Auto Sales and Leasing, GTA's premier pre-owned auto store. And Rainbow Motors and Garage in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. That's Rita and Ramid Shanuda are the brothers that run the place. And it's sales and service you can trust as well. They have a small car lot. They also have extended warranties as well. And they don't sell any junk either. So if you got family up in Scarborough, sales and service, so you can purchase something there and have it serviced there. They service all years, makes, and models, including and up to light commercial vehicles. Rainbow Motors and Garage, sales and service that you can trust in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. You can find all our program partners at Car Connection, businessnetwork.com. Just click on their logo. It will open a profile page. All profile pages are set up the same for ease of navigation from one business to the other. And thank you. Thank you in advance for giving them your business. all our links. Everything is there on the top right-hand corner of our homepage, our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Stevensville on the web.ca. You say, why Stevensville? My pops has lived there almost 40 years. My mom passed a couple of years ago now in 2022. Still living there. 89 years old, still driving. Hallelujah for that. It's awesome. Pops is doing really, really good. And Stevensville has a lot of really cool business owners and eateries there. There's a zoo there as well. The what do they call that? Zoos? Well, it used to be zoos. The Safari Niagara. I knew I'd get it eventually. Yeah. Also, our iHeart link is there and our merch store. We just added 6 more items. We got zip-up hoodies as well as pullovers, long sleeve shirts. We have shirts, knitted toques. We added another trucker's snapback cap, which is our colors, black and goldish yellow, like a road sign. And our official limited edition Car Connection coffee mug. How cool is that? 31 years we haven't had our own coffee mug. You know, I had a board operator, Dale. Dale Means. He was cool. He was in his late 70s. We had a lot of fun with Dale. And we all celebrated when it took 23 years, I think it was 23 years for him to get his own washroom key at the studio at the time. Yeah, we had a good laugh about that. Anyhow, some of the titles and topics that I have coming up. Again, if you want to see something specific, if you haven't signed up for our YouTube channel, here's what you're missing. I want to be perfectly clear. How many people have heard that before? Yeah, makes my hair stand up. I just wanted to say it for fun. Yeah, let me be perfectly clear. Lie. Here it comes. Zing. Whoa. Sure glad cows don't fly. You'll learn 5 things in every single video. Every single one. We're not building hot rods. We're not customizing mods, doing modifications, stuff like that. There is a time and a place for that, and we do some of that stuff, but usually off camera. Because the whole purpose of our YouTube channel is that here I'm talking, but on the YouTube channel, you're seeing me do the work. And all the basic fundamentals of taking care of your automobile, keeping it longer, giving it longer life means more money in your wallet. Understanding your vehicle will help you to get a better mindset on, hey, this thing's valuable when it's paid off. That's right, because when you put the key in the ignition or push the button, you're not in partnership with the bank making a principal payment and interest payment. And by the time you pay it off, just had this conversation. This is like deja vu. Just had this conversation the other day that some can't understand why you'd want to keep the vehicle beyond the manufacturer's warranty. Well, if you just don't have the cash to replace it, how important is that vehicle to you? You should be treating it with kid gloves and petting it and talking nice to it. Because that vehicle that's paid off and you've maintained it and it's running well and it's looking good and it's not falling apart, that vehicle, to the families that are struggling just to keep a jalopy going, that vehicle's gold to them. Why? Because they see value in it, but you don't. That's the difference in the conversation. You don't. What you see is you're always having to put some money into it. Well, when you go and buy a new one and when it's out of warranty, who pays to put the parts on that van? Why do they have parts departments? Why do they give you factory warranty and have parts departments? Because they know it breaks down. But after the warranty's over, who's paying? And what items aren't covered by warranty? Let me give you a few. Just a few. Tires, brakes, exhaust, fluids, belts, hoses, lighting, accessories. Many of the accessories aren't covered. So, okay, front end and suspension, Tie rod ends, ball joints, lower control arms, bushings, not covered. Unless you have a bumper-to-bumper coverage, that stuff's not covered. And here, I'll give you another big clue this morning. If you want to know what a warranty covers and doesn't cover, what you really need to know is what it doesn't cover. That list. That's the list you want to see, even when you're buying an extended warranty. We'll do a whole program on that, is what's not covered. Then that will leave a very small list for you to go, wow, the covered components, there's only a few. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, the mice got to get smarter than the cat. Anyhows, I'm going to be talking about top 5 myths about fuel economy that keeps costing you drivers a ton of money. Coming up, why modern engines don't last like they used to. Turbo engines. You got a turbo engine? You're going to want to listen up for that one, friends, because turbos are nice, give you all that extra boost. But if you treat them like a very bad donkey, your wallet's going to know what that means in English. CASH, and buckets of it. Cold weather driving, what actually matters, the most expensive, cheap maintenance skips. I have 13 program titles to cover and share over 44 years of experience in the service bays, 11 years having my own shop until my body said, 82 hours a week is not, we've had a show of hands, and that's not happening anymore. Okay? Got it? Yeah. Then your life changes. But I'm doing all right, doing good. Going back out on the shop floor full time would not be a good idea for me, but yeah, I push myself pretty good anyways. I'm still working 80 hours a week. So let's jump in. Top 5 myths about fuel economy. You ready? You got your crayons ready? Wake up your passenger this morning. Say, yo, you got to take notes this morning. Here's the crayons. Here's the folded up leaf bag. Looks like a small laptop. Take some information. If you need to listen, re-listen, and share us with someone else, you can do that very, very simply by going to our iHeart Radio library and pull the podcast from there. They're all titled. Today's, we're still on Series 1, and today is episode clickety-click 66. That's right, number 66. Are you ready? Say, I'm ready. Okay, good. You're ready. Stop and start driving will not get you fuel economy. Period. That's costing you a serious amount of fuel economy. Starting and stopping. Rushing from one traffic light or stop sign to the next stop sign. That's wear and tear on your brakes. We've talked about that already. But it's a ton of fuel economy. That's not going to help you on fuel economy whatsoever. So that's a big no. Yeah. It's costing you a lot of money to drive that way. So stop and start driving ties in with the next one, which is city driving versus highway driving. And that's what I did yesterday, was highway driving. It was pretty much all highway driving and right into downtown London on Wellington Street. The traffic was, even though it's under construction there still, yeah, that's one of the other seasons, right? In Ontario. Yeah, construction season. Yeah, I didn't see anybody working there. I don't know why. It was like, a balmy single digit. But anyhow, the traffic was moving even in downtown, so it wasn't stop and go. So fuel economy wasn't bad yesterday. Wasn't too bad. Going, lost a bunch. Coming back with a tailwind from the Wild West on the 401. That would be actually 401 ESTA. East coming back. Right to the 403. City driving versus highway driving. Highway driving is where you'll get your maximum fuel economy if you're smart. And I'm going to teach you some smarts. And what you do with it from there will determine whether you put money back in your wallet or you suffer some financial damage there. Emotional damage. No, it's financial damage, silly. Number 3. Here's the big kicker. When you human abacuses figure out how much it cost me for fuel yesterday to go all the way from downtown Fort Erie all the way to downtown London on $80 worth of fuel. And that's premium fuel, okay? And I believe it was just slightly over a gold bar ounce. It was 159.9 for premium. So there, I'll help you a little more with the math. Yeah, that's all I use is premium, no ethanol in there. We talked about that already. And when I find that article that I got from the engineers who designed and tested ethanol fuel in the UK, I will definitely share that with you because there were some nuggets in there that even I myself could not come up with. And that's how I got educated on ethanol a long time ago in Bethlehem. So 2,500 RPM is the sweet spot. So I don't look at my my speedometer much. I look at my RPM gauge, and it'll tell me basically exactly where I am on the speed. I used to drive a car like that for a minute. My first car had no speedometer. I drove it by tachometer, and it's very accurate on your speeds. So if you're driving a particular speed, look over at your tachometer and memorize where the needle is, and that will tell you how fast you're going. So I keep it at 2,400 RPM, just under 25, all the time when I'm on highway. Why would I do that? Well, I made it all the way to London from Fort Erie and back on $80 worth of fuel. And that was 6.5, almost 7 hours of driving in traffic, there and back. Do the math. Figure that out. How does he do it? I just shut it off and coast. No, I don't do that. Hook on the back of a big rig. I don't mind getting behind a big rig, but I won't get... You guys, I saw vehicles yesterday sucking right up to the back of a truck. Here's the deal. If you're a truck driver, here's what I know sitting behind. I know how to drive trucks as well because I work for Mack and Peterbilt. Anyhow, if I can't see you in my side mirrors, I don't even know you're behind me. So when you get that close, I don't know you're there. I have no idea that you're right up the back of my trailer. And I'll tell you, folks, when you see what it looks like, a car stuffed right into the back of a highway truck trailer, that should shake you to wake you. Don't do that, okay? That is so unsafe you can't even imagine. Because if he has to lock it up, you're done. You're a goner. Airbags or not, you're done. You're right in there. You stuff your car right in under that back bumper, that trailer, or right into the middle of it. That's why some of them have bigger bumpers at the back to try and stop that from happening. But I'll tell you what, you'll be lucky if you survive that. Yeah, I worked with a guy at Peterbilt that happened to his pops. Yeah, and it was a really sad story. Really, really sad story. Yeah, and so please don't do that. Get off their butts. Get back where if you can't see the driver in his driver's side mirror, he can't see you. He has no idea you're there. And if you had any idea whatsoever what it takes to get a big rig stopped, you know they only have approximately 2.5 really good brake applications, and then the compressor is not able to keep up and refill the system. So in a panic stop, that means like got to get on it to get it stopped. First of all, it takes like 3/4 of a football field to get a rig stopped. They don't stop on a dime and give you change. They have 2 hard brake applications, and then you're a dead man at that point. Yeah. That's what you need to know. Another thing you need to know, if you're one of those people on the highway driving beside a truck, trailer, if one of those wheels, those tires decide to blow off the rim, Do you realize it'll take you right off the road and roll your car instantly? It'll blow you like a tumbleweed when that comes off. When that tire blows, you blow away. Did you know that? Maybe, perhaps not. So I'm not saying that to scare you. Get away from them. Don't sit there. Yesterday I saw that and I'm going, you guys have no idea. That tire blows, you're a goner. That tire will blow you completely sideways. Like I'm saying, just like a tumbleweed. It'll roll your car over instantly while you're going highway speeds. What do you think that's going to look like? Not good. So I'm thinking about you. Do not do that. If you're passing a truck, get past it. If you can't get past it, back off and get out of the way. Because you don't know the state of any of those tires on those trailers. I do. They're not maintained like they should be. I guarantee you any trailer I pull over that I will find underinflated inboard tires on the dualies. Those tires are running hot even in the winter. An inboard tire blows, it'll take out the outside tire, and if you're sitting right there in your car, you got a problem. You got a problem. So please, 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 two things. Stay back far enough from an 18-wheeler that you can see the driver in the driver's side mirror, because if you can't see him, he can't see you. Number two, if you want to sit beside an 18-wheeler and drag race him, good luck, because one day your luck will run out, and when a tire blows, life is going to be different for you. Guaranteed. Get away, give them space, give them a distance, stay a distance back, like I just said, and don't sit there humming along beside the trailer. Yeah, bad spot to be. Okay, 2,500 RPMs. When you get over 2,500, no fuel economy at all. It's gone. That means you're sucking fuel like a shop vac. That's what that means. Zero fuel economy. Winter driving is really hard on fuel economy to begin with because the engine's working so hard. The thermostat and the cooling system's working so hard to maintain 195 degrees Fahrenheit, so the engine is running at normal operating temperature. In a headwind, that thermostat is busy opening, closing, partially closing to keep that engine at 195 Fahrenheit so you get maximum fuel economy burn. But in the winter, fuel economy does take a dive. But you still can beat it if you stay under 2,500 RPM. So keep that in mind. When you're around 3,000, 3,500, you're getting zero fuel economy. You're just filling the tank and throwing it out the window. What? Money. Lots of money. Number 5, regular gas versus premium. Now, here we talked about this a little bit, and the deal is butane. Not butane, sorry. BTUs, British thermal units. That's how you measure the kaboom in the engine. So you're going to get a bigger boom on premium fuel than you are regular fuel because the octane level is higher. It's as simple as that. We don't want any ethanol in our premium fuel. And if you can avoid it, you don't want any ethanol in your regular fuel because it takes 1.5 tanks of fuel to go to the same distance on 1 tank of gas without ethanol. Yeah, so if you missed yesterday's, I think that was yesterday's program. Anyways, it's up there on our iHeart library. The link's on our homepage of our website, carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com, ccbusnet.com. I put that in all the descriptions on our YouTube videos and also on our podcast so you can find us. All right, next. So the higher octane, the more burn, the cleaner the burn, and more power, more horsepower is created in the cylinders because of the explosion of air-fuel mixture under pressure. So if your vehicle You know what? I haven't found a vehicle that I can't put premium fuel in yet. Not one. Our 99 Honda Civic DX two-door hatchback, the Rocket, loves the premium fuel. That's a 99. All our Volkswagens that we bring out in the summer, European cars, pretty much will tell you it's premium fuel or nothing, buddy. Yeah. Don't give me decaf. High test. And if it's turbified, it's going to be premium fuel. But I'll tell you right now, premium will get you the best fuel economy if you make some changes. If you make some changes to your driving habits, you'll really put some money back in your pocket with premium fuel. I run premium in the 07 FJ. Run premium in the 09 Hyundai Accent. Yeah, you can laugh. It's okay. That thing runs on farts in a jar. The 08 Rogue, that loves premium fuel. I can tell you that. That thing is a fuel miser, but you got to know the issues that they do have. They do have a list of, they're problematic. First one is with the, what do they call it? CVT. Yeah, transmission. You got to know and understand that puppy because it'll bite you big time. So, regular versus premium. You're paying more for the premium, but I made it all the way to London yesterday and back on $80 worth of fuel. And a quarter tank left over still. A good quarter. Yeah, not a short quarter. And a bonus this morning, towing versus fuel economy and carrying loads. So if you got a vehicle loaded up with passengers or loaded up with gear, pulling a trailer, heading to the cottage, pulling a snowmobile, whatever this time of year, fuel economy is denied. It's just simply not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to pull over and park it there because I could give you a lot more, but I did say top 5 myths about fuel economy. All those things will not get you fuel economy at all. Nothing. Denied. And that's not money in the wallet. That's you're going to be out there trading more time for money working. And instead of working hard for your money, you need to get your money working hard for you. So Car Connection brought to you by our certified financial planning professionals, Tony Miele and Larry Tetro, my personal financial planners for well over 20 years. I call them my brothers from other mothers. They laugh at me. It's okay. 50 years experience as fiduciaries with IG Wealth Management, managing investment portfolios, whatever size it is. Debt management. You know, you don't have to lose sleep at night. You need a game plan. That's what you need, a game plan. And someone to help you, they can do that. Estate planning, that's powers of attorney, the whole package. You have a checkbook, a home, kids, cars, toys. That all needs to be planned for. Absolutely. And it's not a do-it-yourself cake mix you get from the store. You need a proper estate plan, period. Yeah. So if you go and get the cake mix and say, I do it myself, look for the fine print where it says you need an attorney to check this for you. It's on there. It's on there, so you need to find it. Setting up a mortgage. I wouldn't think of getting a mortgage anywhere else. Been with them for over 20 years. They great rates and wonderful people out in Winnipeg and the mortgage department to deal with. Yep, they treat you like a real person. And life insurance. Life insurance, critical illness insurance, and here's how you get all your questions answered from someone who has the fruit on the tree. Book an hour and a coffee discovery meeting. That's what we call it. It's complimentary. But don't waste the fella's time. They don't need more clients, but they promise to take care of our Car Connection clients because you know me, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. So just let them know. Tap into either Tony Miele or Larry Tetro and get that hour and a coffee booked. They'll meet you at your home, coffee shop, by Zoom, by phone, at their boardroom, whatever you're comfortable with, but get your questions answered by those who have the answer. I think I'm going through puberty again. Wow. Do I got a zit? Oh, maybe not. Niagara Block, 5,000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls. They've been building Canada since 1931 with building supplies and hardscape landscaping materials. If you're looking to create that backyard space, your personal oasis where you can hide away from the world, I love that space at home here, especially in the summer. This time of year, no, I'm not enjoying it at all. So I'm looking forward to spring. Let them help you pick out the best materials to create that space and also give you a referral to the contractors that can actually start and finish the job, and it will look amazing and you will be pleased. And thank you to our nonprofit faith-based organizations that we come alongside to help them do what we can't do. And that is at Crystal Ridge Dream Center. They're serving men, women, children, meals, love, and hope. Single moms, they have a program for single moms as well. It's what they got going on there is absolutely crazy good, changing lives one at a time in the Niagara region. They feed over 200 people out the door every Tuesday and every Friday. So check them out on our website and consider doing something to be part of that community. Total Freedom Darien Center, New York is a campus available to those struggling with addictions. And there's lots of that going on, folks. They're an alternative addiction program bringing restoration to individuals and families enslaved by cycles of addiction and destructive behaviors. When you purchase merchandise from our online store safely, you pick your size, your color, pay for it safely online. It gets delivered directly to you. And we want to thank Freedom Expressions, one of the businesses they run on the campus to help people learn how to get back into keeping a job, working with other people, and getting back to the real world. They put together our store for us. They put together all the merchandise that we want to make available to you. And when you purchase that, proceeds go to help someone somewhere in Canada and the U.S. that's suffering with an addiction to get to a campus. Now, the campus at Darien Center, New York, is open to men and women, Canadians and U.S. Total Freedom Sydney, Manitoba, Canada is a men-only campus, and there's a new life waiting for you at either or. And I'll tell you, Rick and Robin, the facilitators out in Manitoba, Sydney, Manitoba, they have a story to tell. They will not only walk the walk, talk the talk, but they walk the walk. I'll tell you, you will not have a dry eye. So thank you for doing that. I think that's a wrap up for today. We got a ton of material to cover for you over the next several months. Don't forget to take the opportunity to visit our website, carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com, ccbusnet.com. Connect with our program partners. Connect with us on all the links and platforms that we're on. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. Click on the business tab. You can email me there. There's a website form on our website. Our iHeart link is there, and also our merch store. Make it a great day. Keep it under 100. Drive safe, and put the coffee on, because we're going to see you someday. We're going to come to your house, so be prepared. We're going to come to your house for coffee. So happy, healthy motoring, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for more of Motormouth's Morning Drive right here at 8 a.m. Bye for now.